everybody? Welcome into the channel. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are too blessed to be stressed. Let's just take a moment to laugh at Arsenal, shall we? Ha ha! Bunch of losers. Speaking of losers, they lost today. Them motherfuckers got me feeling like Adele.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
I feel like Adele as well, but I'm also gonna say this. That guy kind of looked like João Felix, if I'm not mistaken. The guy who's mistaken for a footballer, but he's really just a money laundering tool, an asset used for money laundering. I'm convinced of it. But a couple things I don't have to convince you of. Number one, if you're already here, you could hit a like and subscribe. But number two, Big Bertha's here, so no reason to not hit a like. And number three, Tottenham Hotspur have won. Number four, there's four, more than three. Arsenal lost. That's a good day. We've pretty much gotten this from, well, hang on. I can't just switch it up and not let you see this. It's just a friendly, guys. Don't worry. Who's that on the floor? So we know that's Jedi the GOAT, but
Morning to the cutie pie, looking very nice. Good morning to the cutie pie. Tingling, tingling.
isn't that sweet? That's nice. I was kind of like, wait, how long is this clip? Because what's going on at the end? Kind of like what Saka was probably wondering, or what's going on at the end of that match when they brought on Gonorrhea Koresh. Excuse me, I mean, Got Koresh. They asked, hey, Tottenham, are you going to let Arsenal score today? We had no comment. But then they asked Arsenal if they were going to score today. They had no comment either. It's funny enough. It's weird how those things work out like that. So I'm just going to leave that photo up while I say hello to the chat, because I just how many times I got to see Jet Spins teabagging this club, man. He was doing it with that shit club that shit Greek owner owns. Which, hey, I heard YouTube is allowing us to cuss within the first 7 minutes again, and it not affect whatever it affects, because I've never given a fuck, YouTube. So how about that? But big up Chris Peters. Evening, Jacob. What a win. Palhinha coming in would be great, but we all remember what happened with Perisic. There's a big difference between a Perisic that's been used and abused for maybe 4 or 5 extra years. Palhinha's what, 29? Hasn't really played a lot lately at Bayern. However, when he was at Fulham last in the Premier League, statistically the number one ball-winning midfielder. So a lot of reasons to be not comparing him with Perisic, because I think there's a lot of positives there. It's not just a loan with no option, not a mandatory buy option. It sounds like buy option clause, not mandatory. So that's nice. That's good bit of business, I think. And not at all like Perisic, in my opinion. Hit a like button, chat, as you join. Do what Chris Peter says. Hit that like button. Big up Everest. Big up. Solid performance against Arsenal. Sarr did really well in the preseason overall. Well, he's the only one who wants to score goals. So I don't know. Maybe we need to play him in the 9, because no one else has scored this preseason, as far as I can remember, except Pop Matasar, right? Or am I wrong? Wait, I guess. Hang on. Now I have no idea. See, because kickoff was at 5:30 today. I apologize if I seem like low energy. It's because I didn't get much sleep last night. I worked late, and then well, that's not the right game. So wait, no, I guess I'm forgetting the Wickham game. Who scored? Oh, Pop Matasar in the Wickham game. Okay, who scored at Reading? Oh, yeah, Vuskovic and Lancashire. I forgot about them two scoring versus Reading. I just thought it was Sarr with a brace and Sarr with a goal today, and goalless versus Luton. But when you kick off at 5:30 a.m. my time, as you can see here on the left, 5:30. Not a fun kickoff time. So I did not actually make it for the beginning of the match either. I woke up. A couple minutes later, I saw Pop Matasar's goal. And I thought, hell, what a way to wake up. Big up Paul 123 every single time. Paul Lamar's in the house. Big up Jacob in chat. Big up Paul. Big up Billy. It's only a preseason friendly when we lose, and now saying Frank's got them drilled. Well, you know how it goes. What do they say? Flirting versus harassment. You know, if you look a certain way, it's flirting. If you look the opposite, it turns out that that's actually sexual harassment. So, I'm not too pressed about it. There were some things that I actually saw today. Like all the other preseason matches felt like little fuck arounds. Today actually felt like somewhat of a match. I mean, tactically, there wasn't everything that I thought that, I wasn't like through the moon with everything. But at the end of the day, when it's Arsenal, you just want them to lose. And when it's Tottenham, you just want them to win. It's just like air. You need it to breathe. Water. You need it to drink. So I got both of those things. So I don't really have too much to complain about in that sense. But I will say this about the difference that I could see today, at least, between Thomas and Ainge's version of Tottenham. The ability to handle the press a little bit better. There were times in which I actually thought our passing triangles were pretty solid and quicker, and it looks like the midfield is more compact. Maybe that's what it is, but it just seems like our passing is all around better when we're being pressed by the opposition in our own half, and it's not just always kick it all the way back to Vicario every single time. It's seems a little bit more structured in a sense of people don't physically just run away from each other. With Ainge and his tactics, I felt like there were moments where it was almost like, and I was on Durag Diaries earlier, and I kind of said this on there, was like, I feel as though there was always just like, where's a midfielder there? I feel like a midfielder should be somewhere around here, and it was like, just kind of felt like a missing piece of the passing play. And again, I've never been one to try and say like I'm a tactico by any sense. So by every sense of the word, understand that I'm no tactico. I am an amateur enjoyer of the game, player, lover, confidant of the game. And what I see is the ability to retain the ball whilst finding the next pass. The one-touch passing is the second and third ball passing that looks better. And then without the ball, the other thing I've noticed is the players seem to move with each other. It's like less independence. Well, I guess that's kind of in all aspects. It seems like less independence. And everyone just, when one guy's moving forward, it's like everyone's moving closer to being, like a synchronized swim team, if you will. So for whatever that's worth, those are the two major differences I could point out in a good way. But again, Romeo, it's sexual harassment versus flirting. You lose, it's only preseason, and the only reason we lost or didn't win was because Ainge was here. And then if we win, it has nothing to do with anything but Thomas Frank. Oh, yeah, but Thomas. Oh, yeah, buddy.
I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but...
Bang! Go fucking cry about it, buddy. Yeah, I shock.
Yeah, go fucking cry about it, buddy. That was my response to Arsenal, Brian, on Twitter. They posted the full time, and I said, go fucking cry about it, buddy. Big up Just a Harmless Potato every single time. How you doing? Palhinha, here we go. Did he actually say here we go, though? Actually, I'm not sharing the right tab. Here you go. I don't see anywhere it says here we go, technically. I saw Plettenberg. He had tweeted about it, right? And then, wait, was this the here we go 7 hours ago? None of them say here we go, technically. And he didn't even break the story. but he's just kind of, going along with it. And that's nice. Go with the flow. Don't put too much pressure on it either way. Back to the win, though. What's going on here? Brennan Johnson, is this like a Zam Zaddy choke, or is this like a dog collar? I don't understand. But a little strangulation. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Sopranos. I actually just finished my second watch through of Sopranos. And I got to say, this happens quite a bit in that. Wait, is there... 10 minutes ago, here we go. I just saw it on my phone. 10 minutes ago, here we go. Hang on. Look at that. Woohoo. That's not right. This one. Yay. There you go. Says here, João Palhinha to Tottenham. Here we go. Final green light arrived right now from Bayern. Exclusive detail. Loan detail. Loan deal includes 30 million buy option clause. That is cheap. Not mandatory. Salary covered by Spurs. Bayern said yes. And Bayern went out, Palhinha went out travel for tests. That's good. And that's a cheap buy option clause as well. This is a really good deal. This is a fantastic deal. There's a bunch of reasons why I think this is actually a super duper fantastic deal. Sorry, Potato. Was this 10 minutes? This was 10 minutes ago you said it, and 10 minutes ago the tweet happened. So you were right the whole time, and I was wrong. That's my bad. But wow. So for me, here's all the positives I see with the João Palhinha. If you could get the João Palhinha that you had at Fulham, statistically the best ball-winning midfielder in Europe, not just the league, but in Europe, well, that's a good bit of business you could do. The fact that it's a loan deal, not mandatory, I think is great because he hasn't really played too much with Bayern per what I've been told. Because I'm not going to act like I watch a whole bunch of Bayern, but when they were on and I wasn't doing shit else, I was like, let's see what Harry Kane's doing. So I'm actually going to look up how much did he play for Bayern Munich. Wait, why isn't he on there? Hang on. Where'd he go? Well, he's not on the damn thing. He's going to be in this, though. I'm going to find you. João Palhinha. There you... João Palhinha. So he is 30. I thought he was 29, but shit, what do I know? So he had a little injury spell, it looks like, in November, mid-November. And then he came back and then got re-hurt, I guess. So don't look like he's played too much that last season. Let's see. 0 goals, 0 assists. That seems normal. 17 matches played last year. Shit, this is how dusty I am, or I guess how tired I am today. I thought he did 2 seasons at Bayern. So I was like, where's the other season? But this is the season I was talking about when he was one of the best in Europe. Okay. And then he played at Sporting with Pedro Porro, so there's a little connection there. 17 matches. Yeah, that's not a lot of matches played there, buddy. Bang, buddy. Yeah, I guess he's on the bench. Does that mean bench? That little bench symbol? Yeah, didn't play in the World Cup. Didn't play. No, he did once in the World Cup versus Benfica, and they lost. They lost. He was on the bench for Portugal. Did not participate versus Germany. Let's see what he did before. Yeah, it's not a lot of games here. A few Champions League appearances, and those are where he performed well. Which actually, I think that's where I was a little concerned at first, because if it's a loan without the option to buy, I was going to be a little, I don't know, not like ticked off, but just in a sense of like, what are we doing with Archie Gray? What are we doing with these players that, you know, really aren't going to get a chance? But if you think about it, there's going to be so many motherfucking games next year that realistically you have Palhinha for Champions League, and then you could rest him on the weekend, or rotate him on the weekend early for an Archie Gray or a Basuma, a Bentancur, whatever you want to do. Bentancur. I stopped rolling the R on his name when the racismo charges happened because, quite frankly, maybe I need to bring it back because you know what? I saw him in a picture today with a little Asian boy, and I just think he's struggling out there to cope, or yeah, I saw it. My bad. I'm scrolling down in the to the chat. Bumba Clat, indeed. I fucked it up, bro. Took you 10 minutes to realize it. Here we go. What a great streamer you are. How about this? Talk to me now. Talk to me now, Staffy. How about that? What are we doing? Hey, big up Death Route. What you doing over there? What you doing over there on the kick? Jacob, slowly realizing this guy's no good. No, I don't think I'm realizing he's no good. I, again, didn't watch fucking Bayern much at all last year, and I can't ever recall really seeing him when I did watch Bayern. So, yeah, last year doesn't look very good for him at Bayern. But that's what I think makes this a very low risk, high reward type of situation for Tottenham. Yeah, he was injured. I mean, November, December, January. Was that February? Where is it? February? November, December, January, February. So he was injured 4 months out of last season. What was the injury? Does anyone know? Let's see what this is. Does it say? It just says he was hurt. So I don't know. Man, I got too much shit going on. I can't watch every fucking league anymore like I used to. And it actually is disappointing. But yeah, I think he's a bozo for not joining us in the first place. And I remember when he was leaving Fulham, I really wanted him at Tottenham. I thought he was one of the best sixes in the league, and especially for Fulham, I just felt like he was kind of outperforming what their expected trajectory was. I just thought that, yeah, but I mean, 30 years old, didn't play too much last year. The real risks are, yeah, Chris Peters come back for his leg. Hence my Perisic comment. Hey, you know what? The fuck was I talking about, huh? We're not all Strasbourg Steve with 7 monitors. He's got more monitors than I have children. And, well, I mean, I guess I only have 2, so it's not that many. But it makes it very hard to do what I used to do, which was like, you know, watch a team from other leagues. And so I got more exposure to this kind of stuff. But if we get João Palhinha from Fulham, to me, I think that's a no-brainer. And the fact that it's, 30 million euros? That's dirt cheap. So if he turns out to be as good as he was for Fulham, hell, that's damn worth the price. Now, I guess it does say that we're going to be covering his entire salary, which, if I am not mistaken, is 10 million a year? Does it say on here? I don't think it says on here. They got a market value of 28 million euros on SofaScore. But I mean, it is just SofaScore. So Bayern bought him for 51. Yeah, I remember feeling like that was kind of cheap. Now that I think about it, I feel like that's kind of cheap. But maybe the market is just... Hello, Kate and Jimbo. How you doing? He missed about 10 games through injury. Didn't play much. Let's not forget. Have Kimmich as well. We have Basuma and Gray. I think Basuma has been linked away. He might want to leave. Rodrigo, I heard he wanted to leave, but he doesn't seem to want to leave. They said Romero wanted to leave, but then he's tweeting all in this together. People say things, and then some people believe it. I just don't really believe shit until I see it. Yeah, hey, big up Marco. You better watch out now. Marinac is going to be on our tail for that. Come on now. Is this another discard, or is this a good player? Sleepy Mocha, I think Palhinha is a great player. I think this deal is nothing but an up for Tottenham. I think this deal's low risk. I think it means we have strong depth in a position in which we could use it. Now let's just get it done. And let's not just say, okay, cool, we did it, guys. Hee. Let's go keep doing it. Because, you know, I just really feel as though this window is almost suiting up for a huge letdown. Am I the only one in feeling that way? That I feel like this window is really setting us up for a big letdown? Because just since the Gibbs White thing, it's felt very boring and lackluster and hopeless and kind of exactly what I thought it would be. But then the Kudus and Gibbs White thing made me say, Jacob, you're an idiot. You should be happy. You should be enjoying this. And then I started to enjoy it. And then the Gibbs White thing never happened. And I was like, wait, why am I enjoying this again? Big up Sleepy Mocha. I'm enjoying this now. Talk to me real nice. Just for that, I'm about to play something for you now. Hang on. The game was boring. It was slow. I was kind of bored. I'm not gonna lie. The game was a little boring, especially how quickly we were just like, yeah, let's just absorb pressure for 20 minutes and hope that we can hang on. And if it was not Arsenal, I think we would have paid for the mistakes that we made. There was a chance at the 58th minute. If that's any of PSG's forwards, any of Liverpool's, Chelsea's, City's, I'll throw Newcastle in there. Who else scores goals? Villa. Some of those chances we afforded, we're just lucky that Arsenal are that dog shit, that they're that bad. I think we got a little lucky in that sense. But at the end of the day, all I said that matters is Tottenham winning, Arsenal losing. Those are the two most important things. And both of them happened for boring. I was bored. I don't know about uncoordinated. I wouldn't say uncoordinated. It didn't look uncoordinated. It just looked coordinated in its efforts to say, apply the pressure and we'll see what we can do with it. That's all it really. Arteta's letting Thomas Frank have some joy before. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh, I was going to play a clip for the new member. But I don't remember what clip I was going to play, but here's a kangaroo.
Guys, look how precious he is. And he hasn't even landed a single kick yet. Mwah!
It's basically what we did, though.
He was baffled by that kiss.
And speaking of what we did to Arsenal today and Arteta needs to get his bitch ass into his box, Poppy Havertz. Can you tell your manager to keep his old dusty, crusty fingered looking mustard ass motherfucker, keep him inside the goddamn box? How many players got to push him before he stopped doing that? Bro, you don't play anymore. Get in your box. It's literally like one of the bridesmaids at the wedding wearing white. One of the bridesmaids at the wedding, it's like the mistress at the funeral crying. Shut up, bitch. Like, what? I mean, I'm specifically referring to Sopranos. Why is he making it about himself? He's kind of a cocksucker.
You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying that.
I recall saying it, though. True, we need to take our chances. Yeah, we don't look too lethal in the final third, and we didn't look too good attacking-wise the last 35 minutes of that match. PSG will be knackered. We have a good chance of a second trophy parade incoming. I mean, until a ball is kicked, we literally have a 50-50, in my opinion. Kudus seems selfish. Maybe you just forgot what it looks like when a bad boy's got the ball at his feet. Maybe that's what that is. I don't think he looks selfish. I think he created a beautiful chance for Pedro Porro to try and get an assist, and instead he passed it directly to Arsenal. I see a player who's willing to take on his man and beat him with the ball and find that pass. Maybe a little late with the passes, maybe in that sense, but I didn't see him being selfish at all. I saw a guy who wants the ball at his feet, and that's what I fucking want. In that case, then Odebert's selfish and Tell is selfish. These are three players, in my opinion, that all really want the ball at their feet, and they should have the ball at their feet. You were way better defensively than you were before. Vicario didn't have much to do, to be honest. Yeah, but again, I just look back at the chances where because they weren't very good, they didn't even challenge Vicario. Vicario, in the first half, they had the ball over the top where Martinelli controlled it, was getting chased and beat out Romero, I believe it was, for pace. And he passes to someone who then lays it off to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz has a chance to shoot the ball directly at the keeper, anywhere he wants. And he rolls it right to Vicario. Now, that's not going to say a big chance on the stats, but to me, that's not because of our defense. That's because of Kai Havertz being so shit. Finishing. Now, in the second half, 58th minute, somewhere around there, he created a beautiful chance. He received the ball in the box, first touch, like back heel, lays it off to Martinelli, who, again, is so shit that we didn't have to suffer from him shooting it right. I think he shot it over the motherfucking bar, which is hilarious and great. However, I just think it's not like we looked more solid, I would say, in the midfield and in the back line. Sure, we didn't look as like all over the place. We didn't look as independent, but I don't know about way better defensively. At least not for me, but that's just me. I don't think we looked way better defensively, but we held Arsenal to 0 goals. They could have had 2. Those were the 2 biggest moments I think that I really recall was Kai Havertz fucking it, and then Martinelli fucking it. And and then number 14 comes onto the pitch, and I don't remember anything he did other than lose out to Kevin Danso, which the fact that he couldn't break down Kevin Danso and a Ben Davies partnership either speaks to his ineptitude or speaks to how great Danso is. 2 weeks until PSG, we've given him 2 signings, 1 on loan, to think we've got Champions League as well. That's not true, Cal. We've given Thomas a lot more. He got Matthias Tell, he got Kevin Danso, that's 2. Mohamed Kudus is 3. Palhinha is 4 on loan. Koto Takai, which we can't say it's not his. It is his. He maybe not have chosen it, but he did say yes. So those numbers aren't really reflective. I mean, if you're defending Frank, these are probably the numbers I would choose to pick. But yeah, that's like 4 or 5 players, 1 on loan. It's still not good business, but the fact that we've, continued to treat Thomas Frank the same way we treat Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte, hey, he's in good company, because there's no manager, in my opinion, that has been aptly or correctly backed. It's been the team buys what they want, and you either say yes or no, or sometimes, like with Jed Spence, you can't even say no, because Antonio Conte literally came out and said no. And now look how important Jed Spence is for us, and he's signing an extension. I mean, that's good stuff right there. That's absolutely good stuff. Oh, shit. The comments are flying. I'm way behind. Yeah, I saw some selfishness in Kudus, too. I didn't see it personally. Maybe y'all can give me a like a minute, like a minute on the clock, so I can go back and look at these times. Y'all thought he was being selfish. Big up Shoshi. Big up Shoshi. Are we winning, son? Are we winning, son? Did we win, son? I don't understand this question exactly, Shoshi, but thank you so much for the super chat. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Are we winning, Son? To me, it looked like Son's ready to leave us, if anything. I don't know if you saw some of the stuff going on after the match. I mean, obviously, we all saw this part. Hang on. Obviously, we all saw this, right? The best part about it was when they panned to Arsenal, all having to watch it too. That was pretty great. What's that woman abuser doing there? I love Poro for this. Bro said, get the fuck off the pitch, dog. Get your bitch ass off the pitch. Over there, please. Over there. Get your motherfucking ass. In case anyone was wondering, it's now been 0 days since Tottenham's last trophy. 1,825 days for you, Arsenal. So another reason to say ha ha ha. You can hold that, Declan Couscous. I've always said he's just a spicy Højbjerg, and I stand true on that. Richarlison missed this. I was not awake when this happened, so I don't really have any other comment to say other than what the hell is going on here. I was not awake when that happened. I think I had just woken up and I didn't know who did that. I thought that was actually someone else, but it turns out that was Romero who hit him with the nutmeg. I actually, I had like just woken up. I think it was like 41 minutes on the clock whenever I got up and like actually turned on the computer and shit. I have something on Sun, I swear. I don't know where it went. Did I already show you this? Yeah, I probably already did, huh? Look at Papa Matesar. Ooh, in the arms of an angel. Look at David Ray. Just watch David Ray. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh. What a loser. He can hold that fucking bum loser. Is it this? Oh, they must have deleted it. There's a whole bunch of Sun after the match was like trying to give the armband away. You know, I may have it on. I may have tweeted it. Maybe if I didn't actually bookmark it. Hang on 1 second. Ah shit. Oh shit. I fucked it up. Stand by. Stand by, everybody. This. So I said that this reminds me of Harry Kane during Postecoglou's first preseason. So when you say, are we winning, Son? I don't know. Look, but Romero took his arm and said, you wear that motherfucking armband. You're our captain. And he put his arm around him. And if it's true, I'm not ready. And I'm not ready. I don't want it, and I am not ready. I think he might actually cook in a Thomas Frank system. At least from what I understand it to be today, specifically, is probably the best I think we've looked. But he got the ball out in space, was running and running and running, and then he swung that motherfucker in as if to say, Harry Kane, here's a beautiful cross for you. I think it was Matthias Tell who couldn't get on the end of it. But something about that just looked so familiar to the Son of old, the Son that we're all used to. That was fantastic to see. I think he can cook. Okay, so here's we do the trophy lift, guys. All right, I'll just let y'all watch this. Did y'all see Arteta? Look at him. Look. This is the best part, bro. Sometimes in life, motherfuckers make cinema without even realizing they're making cinema. Whoever it is that took this video, you're my fucking idol. Because this is a great video. We go from seeing Tottenham Hotspur lifting a trophy, pan over to fucking looking like a downtrodden Arsenal with goddamn loads, you piece of shit. Oh my fucking God. Can't even watch a motherfucking video these days. There you go. Hey. And go ahead and pan to your left for me now. Camera 3. Camera 3, pan to the left. See if you can find Arteta. Oh, here he is. Right here in the black. What is it that he's saying? Zoom in for me, please. Thank you. He's saying, let's go. Let's wrap it up. Let's get the fuck out of here. Look at this motherfucker. He's pissed. He's pissed. So if y'all say this don't mean shit, bro, tell me that Arteta's not pissed off. He's like, come on, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I can bet you he was contractually obligated to stay out there for the trophy lift. Because why else, you know, I'm not gonna lie, when the photos first came out, I thought we were gonna get clowned for this. But this video makes everything just so much more beautiful. Because the trophies lifted, the fireworks, the fancy little frilly things, and then it pans to all these Arsenal Fox walking off and Arteta. This cameraman, bro, you are a goat. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. This is too much. Look at these people. Look at Declan Rice, looking like he just rode a horse. Bro walking all bow-legged like Miss Jenkins. God damn. That's good stuff. I like to see stuff like that. This was me to the Arsenal slander on the timeline today. It's been fantastic, I think. Just a little dance move. Oh, this is me responding to Arsenal specifically. So that's nice. Also, look, so this is a tweet that I saw, and then I'll read y'all what I had to say about it real quick. It says, Ange Postecoglou never beat Arsenal when he was at Spurs. He also never played Arsenal in a preseason friendly when he was at Tottenham. It says, Thomas Frank has done it in his first attempt in a non-consequential match, ultimately. A 1-0 victory in Hong Kong thanks to Pop Matas. Okay, so the last line is true. So it's weird. This shit's getting weird with y'all. All the people who talk the most shit about people who supported Ainge because he won us a trophy we hadn't seen in 40 plus years, all those people are the first ones to be like, let me get one up on a preseason victory, which I'll be honest, doesn't mean anything other than haha Arsenal. That's it. That's all it means, other than from our perspective, to see more of Thomas Frank with the squad. So I just find it really weird and cucky and like petty. And I'm petty, so like no shame, but it's just weird. So I'm saying this. I don't know who needs to hear it, except for clearly someone at the Athletic. The fact that this weirdo works at the Athletic, I mean, it's funny for a few reasons. Because, you know, when the Athletic first started, they did this really snaky thing in the business that everyone really hated, which was they went to every sports franchise from the ones who make the most money to and down, and they went and they directly took the journalists from the Cowboys. I remember. There was one from the Clippers. There was one from, who's that other NFL team? There was a Chiefs journalist that got scooped up. They started scooping up all the biggest journalists at the biggest sports franchises here in America. I don't know how they did it in the UK, but clearly this motherfucker is sipping some petty juice out the fucking petty cup filled with that haterade. But I just said, I don't know who needs to hear this except the Athletic, clearly. But Ainge got sacked, all right? And he won a trophy, a.k.a. time to move on. Tommy was hired and hasn't managed competitively yet, a.k.a. time to move on. But also, let's not get ahead of ourselves with what we saw today, for good or for bad. It's kind of what you do with a preseason result is just take away what you can without extrapolating to the nth degree with any of it. I said comparisons at this time is like comparing a first date to a failed marriage, because you like, oh, I went on the first date, you know, she's so great. She didn't tell me to clean my room. She didn't tell me to wash the dishes. She didn't tell me to, you know what I mean? It's just weird comparisons. Like, it's a preseason. It's obviously ha-ha Arsenal. Like, Poppy Havertz is upset. This is great, and I love it, and this is what I live for type shit. Again, the two most important things on any match day is that Tottenham win, and then the second most important is that Arsenal lose. Now, if both of those things can happen, especially when they play each other, you fucking talking real nice to me. You talking to me like we got yellow gold diamonds on that look like PP.
Diamonds look like pee-pee.
look like PP.
Yeah, make sure them diamonds look like PP. But I like that. I like that they're upset. This is the part. This is the fun. This is literally that's why I would play the game. You know what I mean? It's for moments like that. Because I'll be honest, it's too goddamn good. I like even when we were 17th and they were dropping results, it's like a kiss on the way down. You're falling down. The ground's gonna hurt. Oh, I changed my photo on WhatsApp, y'all. Have you seen the new photo? The new photo? Yeah. This shit's so stupid. Here you go. Look at that. Hey, yellow diamonds look like PP. Hey, nails looking trim and cut too. Shit, get your hygiene up, not your funny up. Yellow diamonds look like PP. That's the shit we on. Stupid ass photo. I mean, to be fair, the photo before that was that stupid one of Ainge smoking with the pixelated sunglasses. It's good stuff. It's fantastic stuff. Bro said, go get the gabagoo. He's got the gabagoo. There's a video I was trying to upload before this. And it was just a compilation of all the Sopranos. Get the fuck out of here. Which I need to add to the roll. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you better get the fuck out of here. It's like a whole minute of that. But I actually hadn't sent it to myself. And that's what I was trying to do. But then my damn profile photo distracted me. Yellow diamonds look like PP. That's what we on. I saw an Ayo comment. Where'd that go? Where'd that Ayo comment go? Man is growing on the tank engine, bro. Excusez-moi. I am married. What?
Why?
I'm just kidding. I know what you're saying. That Thomas Frank is growing on me, which is still Ayo.
If I wanted to blow, I'll fucking blow. You understand me?
You understand me? If I wanted to blow, I'll fucking blow. You understand me? Oh, I haven't edited any of these videos, so they're not cropped right. Fuck. I think this one might. I'll see. This is the shit I'm supposed to be doing before the show starts. But Olsen, if you ever try to bring me up on charges that I said he was a dickhead, it's gonna be like that Alec Baldwin clip I love playing. Frank from Memphis. Hey, yeah, come on. Who is that? It's Thomas Frank, bro. There you go. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Come on, man. You got the VVS? You got the grill? Shit. He looked like he's from Houston. Maybe Memphis too. That's a good one. Hello, Stream Hub World. Hey, with the head bob. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Come on. Y'all already know. All right, one more time.
Diamonds look like PP.
Bro, this you say it's a bar. It is the bar. Like I've never heard a bar quite like it. No way that's Frank. Bro, it's Frank. It's get that better focus. It's Frank, dog. He got the rollie and everything. No need for a diamond checker. Come on, man. What's up, Skip to my Lou? How you doing? What kind of convo did I just walk into? Yellow diamonds look like PP. Haha Arsenal. But also the main thing, I mean, back to the serious thing that I was actually talking about was like, can y'all give it up already? Or no? Y'all just so obsessed with Ainge. Every conversation leads, it's like all rivers lead to ocean or some shit like that. All roads lead to water. What's the fucking saying? It's like that, but all of them are leading to Ainge. Win, lose, or draw. You lose, it's Ainge's fault. You win, it's, look, Ainge never did that. And we ain't even played Premier League ball. We just played a Premier League opponent. It just seems weird and obsessive and petty to still be, yeah, it's just weird. Just weird, in my opinion. Anyway, it's like, can we get to a point where we just judge Frank on Frank? I mean, to be fair, I just said that out loud. However, well, I mean, shit, it's so far back in the chat now. Not SDFC Benny, Cal L Agent, YouTube chat member, said something about, oh yeah, like he only has 2 players, but then I was like, no, he doesn't only have 2 players. He has 5, 1 on loan. That is what we've done, because Danso, Tell, and Takai, those are Frank's players. They were bought in the window in which Frank was here. So, which is a little bit just using the same energy that was, or the same metrics that were applied to our previous managers, which isn't really like harping back on Ainge. It's more harping on the club and the fans around it. So again, if you're using this moment to dunk on Ainge, the real joke is on you. Because you could just be, you know, riding in the car, and instead you're outside of the car, talking about the car, thinking about the car, singing about the car. It was about another 15 seconds of that, but I cut it short for you. Billy says it's because deep down they know that he's a legend and they can't admit it. Maybe that's what it is. They hate it. They hate it because they ain't it. That might be what it is. Plus, he inherited Ainge's players and a full fit squad. He lives rent free. Ainge is the benchmark. I'll accept that, Romeo. Someone's missing toe, says big up. How does the toe not know whose foot he's missing from? Interesting. I thought you would know what foot you came off of if you're a toe, but what do I know? Let's see here. Do I have more tweets that I wanted to talk about? Okay. It's 40 seconds. So I think I've realized about how long is a good enough amount for me to listen to Thomas. Are you still upset about Ainge? No. Clearly, you didn't listen to what I was saying for the last 5 minutes. Lookman or Leao for wing position. Lookman is off to enter. Leao, I don't think he's would ever come to Tottenham, but I'd take Leao 100%. I like Lookman too, but I think he's already off to enter, if I'm not mistaken. Ainge's floor is Frank's ceiling. I like that. Big up, skip to my left. What is that? I'm gonna leave that comment up. That's interesting. I don't know if that's Frank's ceiling is Ainge's floor. I mean, if he beats PSG, it is one match. However, it is European glory. So then, like, he would have achieved the height of an honor that Ainge achieved. I don't know. I think we can get Leao. Why not? I think the wages he's on is more than anyone in our team. I think that he thinks, and many others would probably influence him into believing that this is not the place for, like, I think we're a step up from AC Milan. But if we can't pay what AC Milan pays, or we only equal what he can be paid, I just don't see how that, yeah, I don't see us getting a player like Leao. That seems like one of those players that doesn't come here because we just won't offer them enough money and they're just going to laugh at it. Like, go to Tottenham and take a pay cut or stay at the same pay rate, when I'm sure that he and his camp believe he's due for a bump up in pay and a bump up in status. I think to Tottenham is a bump up in status, but what the fuck do I know? Always look forward to expressions post game after days like this. Yeah, he did. I think I had a tweet. He was cooking everybody for a while there. But let's watch this Frank thing, because I've realized the money area. Like, if I listen to more than 7 minutes of Thomas Frank, I start getting angry. Well, not angry, just annoyed, and just like, shut the fuck up, because it's just all live, laugh, love PR, and I don't buy into the fucking live, laugh, love PR. I think typically if I hear about 3 to 4 minutes of Frank, that's good. It's a sufficient amount. This clip, I believe, is 40 seconds. Yeah, 40 seconds. So we'll be just fine. Let's see what this locker room interaction goes like.
Yes, everyone in? Anyone missing? No. Big thing, jewels and second balls, okay? So...
Why does he sound like, what is it? The Lollipop Kids? Nee, 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 the Lollipop Kids, the Lollipop Kids. I feel like he doesn't sound like that. Why is he like, okay, guys, who's missing? Why does he change his voice? He's not sounded like this in any interviews that I've struggled to make it not all the way through, because I can't make it all the way through. Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Like, I feel like he went higher pitched and nasally for no reason, which seems like the opposite thing you want to do in a room full of fucking European champions. But I'm not a coach. He is. Maybe that's the way you act less manly in front of men, so then they respect. It just doesn't.
Yes, everyone in? Anyone missing?
Anybody here missing? It's not the Danish accent, bro. His voice is just different. I gotta pull up another interview, because I either that or I'm going crazy. I must be going crazy, because I was just watching the other day on stream him talking to what's his name? What's the name from the Men in Blazers? What's his name? Not Henry. Here, I found the interview.
I think you put it very, very good.
I think you put it very, very good. That's what he said. And look, I only made it 8 minutes through this video. That's my cap, bro. I think 8 minutes is the limit. So compare this.
One Europa League, fantastic achievement, finished 17th.
Has nothing to do with the accent, because I hear the accent there. Bros. But then in here, he's like, did you turn in your library card?
Missing?
Anyone?
No. Yes, everyone in? Anyone missing?
Anyone missing?
No. Big thing, jewels and second balls, okay? So when they go long in high pressure, and when we go long, we need to land on the second balls, okay?
Why is his pitch so different? Bro, but there's no way the mic like takes him up several octaves like that. Maybe he's getting sick and maybe that's what it is. But like I was saying earlier in the show, I do think that the second balls, the third balls, those look more organized than they did in Ainge's system. Specifically because it feels like there's more players there. Like, it doesn't feel like, where is somebody? There was times when we were trying to set up a triangle, or we did have a triangle, and we were trying to find that next outlet to transition it to the other side of the pitch, and there just wasn't someone there. It was always the opponents there. And I think, at least today, from what I saw, it looked as though everyone was where they should be, and they all kind of moved as a unit. They all, like, physically, their bodies moved like synchronized swimmers, more like synchronized swimmers than with Ainge. With Ainge, it kind of felt like, it's just like, I'm going to go do this. And it's like, wait, why are you, what? Oh, and then they're running to try and catch up with him. Whereas here, it's like they all are, he moved, now I move. He moved, now. It was more like a reaction rather than they're just thinking about it. It just seems like a muscle movement. So I do think that there's some good things that I saw today, for sure. He sounds crazy. Okay, guys, anyone missing?
Yes, everyone in? Anyone missing? No.
That specific line, I think, is the one that sounds like it the most. Anyone missing? God damn it.
Anyone missing?
Bro, he sounds like a I swear to God, I had this lesbian vice principal in middle school. Shout out Shackleford Junior High. I don't know what fucking racist war criminal it's named after. I know my high school was Mirabou B. Lamar. Mirabou, which sounds like a type of caribou, which is a type of deer, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, at the middle school, Shackleford, which actually, now that I think about it, the word Shackleford sounds racist, but what do I know? We had this lesbian vice principal. Now, she wasn't just like, I'm a lesbian, but like, it was like, you could tell, but she sounded like this, like, and low-key kind of looked like, well, they had the same haircut. Facial features, I can't remember that, but this specific line, anyone missing? That part kills me.
Yes, anyone in? Anyone missing?
Maybe it's because he missing. He like did a little whoosh at the end of the inflection, maybe. Oh God, I need to try. I haven't even been able to make it through the 40 seconds because his voice, maybe his trousers are too tight. Well, you know, maybe. I don't know. Jacob watching the tank engine this season was worth the Europa League loss. Go, go, mighty Rangers. Or helium? Yeah, it just sounded funny. It just sounded like, why is he sounding like that? You need to clip that. I think I do. Anyone missing? All right. One more time, and then I promise I'm not going to pause it anymore.
Yes, anyone in? Anyone missing? No?
Anyone missing?
Jaws and second balls, okay? So when they go long in high pressure, and when we go long, we need to land on the second balls, okay? And make sure we win those 50-50s. They will be aggressive,
I like that.
we need to be aggressive. Make sure we're brave, okay? Play forward, trust yourself, play each other good. Play enough in behind. Okay, boys, let's go.
Come on, boys. Come on.
I don't really know what that means. Maybe they do because they've been training with them. Enough in behind. Like, don't do too much in behind. Don't make too many runs in behind, or run just enough. I'm curious what that means, but it's clear that that's something that they've drilled because
play enough in behind.
Play enough in behind. I wonder what that means. Play each other good. Hey, that's just sexual, Christopher. Play each other good. Go ahead and get in there. Play each other with the most vibrant energy. Be brave. Which I don't mind the PR shit when you're in the locker room hyping, trying to get the players ready. Like, be brave, be aggressive. I make fun of that stuff in his interviews because it's very... I don't want... What is like the 90s definition of gay? Or like... It just seems PR fluff. Live, laugh, love, throw pillows. It seems just throwaway comments that have no substantial grounds to be based off of. It's just, yeah, honey, I'm going to do those dishes. Oh, I'm going to clean when I get home today. I'm going to do. And it's like when a fucking person who doesn't do all the things, like that, it kind of just seems like you're lying to me. So I'm a little jaded when it comes to managers coming in here and being like, here's some fluff, we're going to make you proud. We're going to make you so proud. That's what it feels like. And it just seems disingenuous. It seems like you're trying to sell me a lie. And that's what I don't really like personally. But I don't mind it in this sense. Like, I think that's fine to say to players. Like, be brave, win the 50-50s.
We need to be aggressive. Make sure.
They're going to be aggressive. We need to be aggressive. I like that. I like that a lot.
Get brave.
I like that a lot, specifically because of how the game played out. It was an aggressive game. It was a very aggressive match, and I liked it very much. Sorry, I got a message here. Balls. He's talking about balls. Enough in behind.
Okay, play forward. Trust yourself. Play each other good.
To play each other good, I think that's just like a English language thing. Like, I can kind of decipher what that means. I just don't know what play enough in behind means. Enough. He repeated it, so it's clearly something important, I think. Enough in behind. Because it would seem like if you want them to make a bunch of runs in behind, you would just say, make runs in behind, or lot of runs in behind. If you didn't want them to, you would say no in behind, which is AO, but no in behind. No, enough in behind seems like maybe there's a specific number. Maybe I'm reading too much. Everyone claps, so that's nice. There's some.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Derby.
Come on, boys. It's a derby, huh? Derby, derby, derby. I wonder how he feels not starting. I mean, he's still hyping up the players, so that's nice to see. I am going to clip that first part, because that shit is hilarious.
Yes, everyone in? Anyone missing?
Anyone missing? In behind Asena's defense. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I know what runs in behind mean, and I know what balls in behind, and, you know, but enough. Like, it just seems, the phrasing seems like, good night, Billy. Good night, Billy. Son hasn't looked happy all preseason. Well, you know, when you're being held hostage, it's not great. Because I remember there was a report that said something about if Son were to leave, they're definitely not going to let him leave before the Asian tour is done. And that's kind of what it looks like. It's absolutely what it looks like. It's a good point, though, Mocha. He hasn't looked happy. He feels betrayed, says Michael Lee. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I was about to be Ayo. I'm glad I'm a little tired and not saying things that just as they spurt into my brain. But I did say something along the lines of like, of course, he's probably ready to take the next step somewhere else. He's probably ready to take that next step. Like, he did what he wanted to do and what his goal was with us, which was to do something that hadn't been done in a very long time. And that's win a fucking trophy. And he did. I think that I don't want to go back onto a Sonny rant because I'll be honest. I'm kind of tired. I'm probably going to end it in the stream pretty soon. I did see this, by the way, just to add a little balance to the conversation. Oh, no, I bookmarked it. I was supposed to keep that one so I could make a clip. Thomas Frank said this was not a friendly. The last manager to say that about Arsenal in a preseason match is Erik ten Hag. All right, if you're not watching the screen, you'll see his bald fucking head. And I'll be honest, he said we don't play friendly games when talking about playing Arsenal last year in the preseason. And the old friend of the channel here, Egal, says Thomas Frank has the same energy as Ten Hag. We remember how that ended. Oh, what's that? I love this photo. I'm never gonna unbookmark that. I'll unbookmark this. What a goal by Papa. Stupid Raya. What was this?
That Jamaicans order. Listen, it's not a friendly. listen, it means everything, this, that, and the other. After the game, man was moving like it meant nothing. Let me tell you what nothing is. That 75 million that you spent for Justin Bieber, blood. Brother, I think Robbie might be faster than that guy. What's man talking about? Victim Jokerez, bruv. Victor Chokerez, bruv. Glockerez. Brother, the gun must have jammed. You know them way there.
His voice, you could tell he's been screaming. Do you ever think about life before Google? Yeah, I do, honestly. I do. Like when you needed to look up something, you literally had to take your ass to a library. It's crazy, huh? Lesbian vice principal. That's very specific. I mean, it's specific because it's very true. You know, I only speak of things that I've lived, or, you know, I wouldn't lie to you now that I had a lesbian vice president. Ask anybody in Shackleford around that time. They'll tell you, I think her name was Miss Bicknell. Because I remember she was mean, so we called her Miss Bitchnell. And she didn't like that nickname. But you could tell this dude's fucking voice is gone. He's been screaming all match, and I love to see that.
Yeah, all Arsenal did today was look for corners. Bro, they're not players, they're mice. They're mice, fam. They were just looking for corners. I'm telling you, these man had more corners than fans singing. Listen, you know, we were outnumbered. The amount of Arsenal fans, yeah, I was surrounded by red like Moses, bruv. Surrounded by red. But let me tell you this, we stopped the red like a tampon, blood. I said, we stopped the red like a tampon. And you see, after the game, fam, I cooked them all, blood. Robocop, Lee Judges, he didn't want to see me, blood. I said, Lee, what's the matter, blood? He goes, listen to our expressions. Get out of my face. Turkish, bro. You know them way there. I was like, how's it going, Turkish? How's it going? It wasn't going well, fam. As for James, Harry Potter, blood. Oh, expressions. I know Arsenal lost the game, but please, can you just be gentle? Can you not verbally assault us, please? Let me tell you this, bro. I've lost my voice. No Satnav's bringing it back, but you, man, are getting corked, blood. Yeah? Before.
Okay. I mean, the caption says he's cooking everyone. Gyökeres, maybe? I don't know. Roundtable, I didn't feel like that was his best material. You know, maybe it's the game and all the media stuff he's been doing, that like he was a little tired or something. But the Gyökeres stuff, I liked it. Usually he has me rolling out of my seat. I don't know. Wasn't over the moon about that. What is this? Oh, this is old. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for me, y'all. I'm pretty tired. Waking up so fucking early, getting to bed so late, to watch Tottenham smash Arsenal's really taking it out of me, and then all day with my kids. It's been a long day, but let's remember. Happy João Palhinha Day. How about that, guys? I like how he went for all the AFT guys accurately. Okay, maybe there's more to it, but I felt like he just kind of mentioned Robbie and Lee Judges, which, like, Lee Judges, after he was running down the street doing this, I'm going to be honest, like, that's the only thing that needs to be said about any of them that were doing that, running down the street for that video. That video is so cringy. Can I find it? Maybe we can end the stream on that. Look at this. What is this?
Here in Hong Kong, we've just beaten Arsenal 1-0, which always...
Nah, it's 3 minutes and 53 seconds. I don't know if I could do it. That's a beautiful photo. Yeah, Richarlison holding another preseason trophy. I believe the first one was when Kane asked him to hold the... I'm not going to lie. I was a little worried we were going to get cooked on the socials for this stuff. But it seems like everyone just want to cook Arsenal. Let me see. See if I can, oh, how is that the first thing I type? the first thing I type is the first thing that pops up after I just type Yo Chris is exactly what I'm talking about. This, after this, I don't need to see anything else. Did they make it a GIF? I was like, yeah, they made it a GIF. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, fuck. I want to find the video. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. What the fuck is this? Noni? Yeah, I don't know. So we'll just, I guess I'll just leave this GIF up and we can just admire that. But anyway, folks, I'll try and be back either tomorrow or Saturday. One of those 2 days or both. Hopefully not none. Thank you real quick. And shout out to Sleepy Mocha and Shoshi for the super chat and for re-upping that membership, Sleepy Mocha. I know you've been a member for a minute now. And that is not your first membership. So thank you so much for that. And thank you to everyone who watched, liked, subscribed, all that fun stuff. If you're just in the back lurking like a hater, love that stuff too. So anyway, stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, up yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to someone else today or tomorrow, whichever day. One of these days, just be nice to somebody else, including yourself. And as always, folks, just remember, what would a Canadian Wolverine?
I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but...
Bang! Go fucking cry about it, buddy. Yeah, I shotgun 3 beers, but like, whatever. I can still fucking drive, man. You guys are kind of pissing me off right now.
Wolverine!
What, man? Take my keys away. Look at that. I don't even need keys. I'm fucking Wolverine. I'm taking the Jeep, and guess what? I'm buying you a bag, too, because I'm a nice... I think you're lonely. And the cowboy says, how'd you know that, Doc? And the doctor goes, well, ever since your wife left, your horse has been walking funny.